today we have the Badger State 90 at Road America in the Speedway Collective National Series. I'm here today with Nick, who's joined me for the first time in the VRL broadcast booth. And Nick, we're at Road America. Should be a very exciting race. What do you expect to see tonight?
I'm expecting to see a lot of green flag pit stops because these guys are going to have to save a lot of tires and fuel. And it's a road course. You know, fuel can be one of those things because fuel is one of the biggest keys, and it's just going to be a lot of key strategy of fuel and tires.
You mentioned fuel, and that's one thing a lot of people don't expect coming to road course races is you can save a lot of fuel here. You know, when you're going through the gears first, second, third, fourth, and even going back down, you do burn a lot of fuel doing so. And so you might see a lot of guys, if it's coming down the strategy, you know, this is the last race of the round of 12, the cutoff race for the first round of the VRL playoffs. You could see some guys stretch some fuel. You know, maybe just riding fourth gear the entire track, maybe put her in neutral down the into the braking zone. So we'll see all that stuff happen. But as you look on your screen here, it feels like every week we do this. On your screen right now is the number 5 car, and for the Valor Racing League Speedway Collective National Series, that's piloted by Katie in the number 5, who scores once again another pole for tonight's event. Katie is already locked into the round of 8. He won last week at Charlotte, and with that, he scored another pole. So with that, we'll get invites here very soon. We'll go ahead and go over our starting order once we get into the lobby. And after that, we will be good to go. And, yep, as I say that, we are going to be joined right now. I'll get you an invite, Nick. Don't you worry. I'll send you a few so that we don't... In case we lose you, we can get you in here a few more times. Alright, all the blue screens should be up. We're going to look while we do so, and while our drivers go on their probably around a 3-minute pace lap here at the Road America Sports Car course, we're going to go over our short one over here for the Badger State 90. Got a short one here today, folks.
Sorry to say this, but are they already in the loading screen or not yet?
You're good to join. Yeah, you're good to join.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
Got to make sure everything's double checked, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So with that, Katie on pole with a time of a 2:04.052, almost a 2:03, so a blistering lap time from that number 5 machine. And like I said, he'll be on pole. And outside of him is Brennan. Very impressive starting spot for Brennan with a 2:04.302. Row 2, it brings number 7 of Chasing You and number 99 of Kill It Like Jason. Row 3 brings number 4 of Robbie Racing, looking for a great run here tonight. And number 54 of Koala, the playoff upsetter, looking to make his way into the round of 8. Row 4 brings the number 11 of the Big D and the number for the Peach State team, and number 39 of Cyber K Bionic, looking to make it into the round of 8 for the Destroyer Motorsports team. Including the top 10, we see the number 21 of El Griggs in 9th, and number 44 of Runner Roads in 10th. Row 6 brings number 92 of Jocko and number 66 of Bertster. Row 7 brings number 13 of Caleb Hunt and number 61 of Joker Smoker Caleb Hunt. Surprise winner who was 15th points-wise, but with his win at Darlington, made it way into the playoffs. As he said, he starts 13th with Joker Smoker 14th. 15th, closing out the guys that put a lap down in qualifying, Expert Sniper in the 89. He qualifies in the 50th position with Easy E outside of him in 16th. And did not put a lap in, but he is racing. Number 90 of MJO qualifies 17th. And there's your starting order here for the Badger State 90. As I said, 17 cars in the field tonight. Times ranging from a 2:04.052 all the way to a 2:12.272. So a wide range of times, but one thing to note, that top 5 only separated by 6/10. So as these guys go up the uphill, should be in a very exciting race and very exciting first lap here. We'll see how guys get settled out. But as Katie goes to the start-finish line, we are underway here at Road America for the Badger State 90s. Already have 3 wide racing mid-pack.
As already, you mentioned 3 wide. That's all the 66, and there you see. Yep, and into that braking zone, and we already see someone off course, but still going.
We went in there, 19 of Brennan up front. It looks like he Maybe got in the back of the 5 a little bit there. Maybe no damage. Oh, it's one car already into the sand. Overshoots the second turn. That is the 89 of Expert Sniper. A non-playoff driver, but yet problems already here tonight. Sniper, the 89, already off course, but he's already back underway. No yellow here. As Katie gets out to a very nice lead with Jason and Brennan looking to pounce. Oh, Jason overshoots it and goes into the inside wall.
The 99. Trouble.
Jason, look, he overshot the corner, and when he tried to avoid everybody, hit the inside wall, and with that...
right here, going 3 wide going up the hill. Sorry, Slade. There was like a 3 wide. It looks like 61 went off the track and cut the corner. I don't know. Oh, and Caleb.
Good. If something exciting happens, you got to call it out, of course. We saw Robbie Racing. Robbie Racing already falling back a little bit there. Started P5. Looks like he barely inside the top 10, that number 4 machine. So, struggling start from Robbie. Oh, his one car gets loose off the corner.
44.
Yep, that's 44 runner roads off track. So, first few laps, it's a learning curve for a lot of these guys. You know, they're trying to learn the track, see how it is racing other drivers. But some have played off better than others. Is number 7 of Chasing You already up to 2nd. And Cyber K Bionic started 8th up to 4th in less than in about half a lap. So some drivers playing their cards right with this first few laps, but some drivers not looking good.
How about the 90? Look at him. Started last battling, but now I say that he's in the gravel pit.
Yeah, ejected to 90 a little bit. That was MJO, started 17th.
89, Sniper as well. Overshoots that turn and contact 20 gigs. Greg, yeah, he just. Here we go up to lap number 1. The number 5 of KD will lead the first lap. Battle for what a position as the number 4, the 4 of Robbie just past the 92 of Jock.
Mentioning Robbie, he did get shuffled back on that first lap, but he knows he has a speed in that number 4 Red Eye Racing machine. So looking for Robbie to make some more moves up here. But one thing we got to note here, our VRL onboard for tonight's event will be going off the Robbie Racing onboard. You can go check him out on YouTube at Robbie Racing. He is the onboard we'll be using for lap counter and running order for tonight's event. Make sure you go check him out, as I said, at Robbie Racing.
Oh, looks like their leader. Oh no, a race leader, KT, just gave up the lead. Oh my goodness, going up the hill and just gave the lead up. What in the world?
We missed it on the camera, but something's happened to KT there. But right now, Brennan has overtaken the lead, Chasing You right behind him in 2nd. Cyber Bionic, very impressive, up to 3rd. Koala, very impressive run for him. He starts 6th, it's up to 4th, and KD, your race leader, or was race leader, I guess you could say, back to 5th.
So much can happen on these road courses, as you mentioned. You see, battle for the lead, Chasing You and Brendan. Look at this. Can Chasing You get the? Yeah, he can get the preferred lane.
Yep, Chasing You now up to the 1st position. He has not won a race this season. He is a non-playoff driver. He's ran part-time from Georgia this season, but went to full-time.
Whoa, 3 wide. KD just took it 3 wide and took it right to it. There's the 66. Battling the 39, but here we go. As you see, battling for the race lead, it looks like, Chasing You, is he going to clear him? Oh my gosh, almost took the took the back end off the 19 of Brennan.
Yep, lap 2 complete. This is only lap 3 complete, excuse me. Last lap in stage 1. This race goes by fast, I guess you could say, as we're already on the final lap of stage 1. Chasing You leads, Brennan 2nd, Koala 3rd. That is Katie in 4th, trying to get around as clean as possible. Ooh, Brennan lead. Here comes Chasing You to the inside. Chasing You, great pass into turn 1. He retakes the lead. Koala now looking to pounce, but Brennan staying patient, looking to get that lead back.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, these stages go by really fast, especially on a road course. You know, these stages go by. Now, you want these stage points? Hell, I'd take them stage points. And look at this. You look at Brennan take the lead, and he gets pushing Chasing You into it, but can he get him up down the hill?
Our board KD right now has a great vantage point for this battle. Chasing You and Brennan 1-2 battling all over this racetrack. And here comes KD, great run, trying to make a pass on the 54 of KD. He goes high, looks low, back inside, late braking corner for KD. Uses the grass, maybe to his advantage. Little door check. No, nothing hurt everybody. They're still side by side for the third position. While this is going on, they're still bumper for first.
What's funny is that you've seen these guys just getting the dirt so much, kicking up the dirt. Goodness grief. Come on, y'all.
Oh, KD. Little contact with 54 once again. He get into the grass there. Gets hit conservative with the 54. Yep, KD does clear him for a second, but back to the lead battle. Chasing You still on the bumper of Brennan, looking to make the move as they go into the heavy braking zone.
You see, when they go up this might give them a chance. Can Chasing You get there? Not quite.
Here he comes, Chasing You to the outside. Trying to make a pass. Chasing You will have the advantage going to the final corner here. Chasing You inside, Brandon outside. KD looking to pass. KD gets the bumper at the 7, trying to make a move.
Bound for the win. This is it. Stage 1. Coming to the green white tablecloth. The stage winner is going to be the 7. Chasing You, and then Brendan. Good job, 7 car.
Yep, stage 1 victory goes to Chasing You. Non-playoff driver with those points. They will look good for his resume next season, for season 5. In our finishing order for stage 1 of the Badger State 90 go as followed. So Chasing You did get the win. Brennan in second in the 19. KD, very impressive run to climb back there. He gets third. Koala fourth. Cyber Cabonic, great push. He's fifth. Robbie Racing fought his way back to the front. He's in P6 there. 7th belongs to Birdster. 8th, the 11 of Big D. 9th, Kit Like Jason. 10th, L. Griggs, also a playoff driver.
Some hard racing this is so far.
So out of that top 10, out of that top 10, 8 of those guys were playoff drivers. So obviously a few playoff drivers did not get points there. And you know, every point matters, so we'll see who will be able to fight back here for stage 2. They're backing away, and the names who did not get stage points that stage who were in the playoffs go along with the likes, I believe Caleb Hunt might have been the only one in tonight's field that is in the playoffs. I believe Caleb Hunt and Jocko are 2 playoff drivers that did not get points that were back on their way. MJO, stay out there. Yeah. He's your new leader.
Yeah, I was just about to say, probably stayed out because, he gets shoved into turn, I believe that was into turn 1. But hey, I think he pulled a good strategy, but he didn't want to pull it too early.
Yeah, KD gave a little shot to the 90 there, but it looks like the 19 paid the favor.
4. Sorry to say that, but I was about to say almost looking like a 4 wide we're going to have with the 66 KD and that 99. Look at that. It might be a big occurrence right there, as you see.
Heavy braking zone. KD, a little too hard on the brakes, gets into the 39. No. That gets into the 19.
Wide.
Major contact.
Trouble. They'll keep it going. That's unbelievable.
They're still 3 wide. Brennan on the outside. Burster middle. MJO trying to give everybody space on the inside. And that appears to be the fastest car on track. KD having some troubles as he has, let's just say he's gotten to the back of a few cars today.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Oh, someone just hit something that looked like a 44.
Oh, 90 Mateo. He does get loose on that.
You do know this is Chasing You is enjoying this. He is enjoying this big gap. He is enjoying having this lead. He's like, I have a big gap. Oh, you know what? I don't even need to worry.
Oh, 1 car's got punted. 2 cars in the back. The pack 89
hard hit. Hunt or Caleb Hunt and Sniper. That was a vicious hit. I somewhat can't believe it. I believe caution's out for this one, and I think that would end stage number 2. And I believe that will be I think that is concluded of stage number 2, but can't be sure.
Yes, that was the stage 2 finish there. Chasing You once again sweeps stages. He does get the stage 2 victory. Katie second. Koala once again much earned points by him. A sleeper coming into the playoffs. He was seeded 12th coming in. He gets 3rd. Burtser 4th. Brennan 5th. Big D 6th. Greg 7th. Cyber 8th. Jason 9th. Jocko 10th. So out of that, it appears that once again 8 playoff drivers got points there. But once again, Robbie Racing did not get any points. It appears we have some, as well with that, we have some strategy going on. Those appears to be 61 of the 92. That is Joker Smoker and Jocko. Joker not a playoff driver. Jocko a playoff driver. Both staying out there for some strategy. As we're back underway for stage 3. 15 to go. 14 to go, excuse me.
Yeah, going into 1 here, you see this is heavy braking as
the 61 overdrives the corner, goes into the sand trap, and he will lose all the spots he just gained there.
Yeah, that happens when you're on a road course. And look at this, Katie is fighting back. This looks like just yesterday in the actual cup race where one guy dominated the whole thing, and maybe the one driver, or if someone new wins, or I'm sorry, if someone wins, that would be the change of complexity right there. But here you see going down to the heavy braking.
Yep. Chasing you, very aggressive braking there. Nice job by him. He's looked the 11, maybe overdrove the corner, got into the 66 of Birdster. That'll lock him back a few spots. They're still trying to score position back here. Yeah, well, look at this, Matt. As no 99 of Jason drives in hard, hits the 66, hits his teammate.
Boy,
they're still trying to figure everything out.
Oh, hard hit with the 61. That was my goodness. That was violent, but still going as KD gets that lead back. That's where he likes to be.
Yep, back up front, KD regain his lead. Nice solid 3-car length gap over side by side for second here. Chasing you does regain that. Jocko back to third. That strategy very much paying off.
Someone wrecked. It was the 44 runner somewhat way, but he keeps going. No caution. Oh.
Ooh, 6-13 making contact in the back-to-back. These two are teammates. Some guys are struggling to get around this place.
9-2, and look at the 54. Went off track, but, surrendered it. So, looks like I think that was the 51 off course, but he almost got his nose chopped off. It was, yes.
Yeah, a little contact with 66 there, but we'll go back up front, KD. Great advance here has put his gap out a little bit more as we have 13 laps to go in the final stage of the race, final stage of the round of 12, might I add. So everybody trying to get every point they can. And with chasing us at the playoffs, these guys are still trying to get points. Oh, it's a little contact for third. Jocko and Brennan, these two jockeying, if you will, back for that third position as Jocko gets the edge. Brennan sits fourth as we're looking behind. Cyber and Koala fifth, sixth, looking to pounce.
As you mentioned, as you can see right now, this is KD's race. He didn't win that. There you go. Here comes chasing you. Had him on the bumper, but
19 taps the 92 tapped the 19 there, sent him to the rumble strip. So a little contact there. He's got to be going at it, but the 19 of Brennan falls back to sixth. And with that, Jocko stayed fourth because Koala made a very impressive move, and he's now up to third with Cyber Bionic now fifth.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. As you mentioned, Jocko's he's doing really good. For these guys, as an underdog driver for that 92, doing a good job for the top 5. Good job for that team.
Yeah, Jocko's a playoff driver, was seeded ninth coming into the playoffs. One of the more quiet guys all season, but ran very consistent. Looking for a great finish here to advance. And as we have not mentioned tonight, the drivers, this is how our playoffs things looked as we headed into the... Oh, it's time. Oh, contact the 7 turns the 5.
Wow. Dude, I saw that happening. I could tell that. But looks like the 19 passes the 9. Looks like Brennan passes Jocko for that position. Yes, that was a little payback. But still going on the green flag.
Yeah, we gotta assess that. I mean, I don't know if it might have been a bumper glitch or that, because that's something that does happen on road courses in this game.
I believe I saw
the 7 he just dumped the 5. I mean, you get the 7. Never mind. Looks like the 7 slowing down to give the 5 back the position. One of the more courteous things you can see on the track. So great job by the 7 there, giving that spot back to the 5. But with doing so, the 54, the 39, the 19, they all are very close to this top 2. So we'll see how this goes. But going into tonight, the playoffs. We have not mentioned this yet in the broadcast, but the playoffs coming into tonight go as followed. And so, guys, we're going to keep watching throughout the rest of this stage 3. KD locked in. He was first in points. Cyber Bionic came into this race second. Great positioning. Third was Robbie Racing. Fourth, Coach Matt, who is not here tonight, and due to his schedule, banking on last place points to get him in, which what that means is since there's 17 cars in the field, 18th place points will be awarded to number 9 of Coach Matt. So he'll be hoping that will hold him off. He came into this race 4th. The 54 of Koala came into this race 5th. Caleb Hunt was 6th. Jocko 7th. Bertzer 8th. Those guys came into this race inside the top 8. Now, the guys who came into this race outside the top 8 on the bubble. Brandon of the 19, who was 1 point back. 66 of Bertzer was his 8th place cutoff. 1 point back was Brandon in the 19. 3 points back was Jason in the 99. 5 points back was the 21 of El Griggs. And so those 3 drivers and the 68 NASCAR Extreme did not make it tonight, so he's automatically out of the playoffs with that. But all those drivers, those 3 we mentioned, Brandon's been running great tonight, so all those points he's gotten will be very much needed. But the guys we're going to be watching for, Coach Matt, will those 18th place points with him not be able to make it tonight, will that hold him off? We have not seen Caleb Hunt nor Jason do that great tonight. Will those 2 be able to make it onto the round of 8? Is with Jason, I was going to go to see how he's doing in tonight's event. Right now, round behind 4 Robbie. Jason had a very impressive regular season, not winning, but always being consistent in the top 5, who was 4th when the regular season ended. Could be eliminated from the playoffs, so we'll see how that goes. But Jason trying to crawl his way back to the front as he is right now in the 9th position.
And you do know we will have green flag pit stops, and pit stops will change everything. Let's say the 5 of KD pits, he will be already good on the pit strategy, and if the caution comes out, you're good, because that might change the whole thing of this thing. As there's something I heard, there had to be a wreck, but I think we're still going. Green flag under, still going.
This whole pack right here, this is a 4-car pack, 90 of MJO, 92 of Jocko. Those 2 are teammates. 4 of Robbie, 99 of Jason. One driver, Robbie Racing's very impressive night at Charlotte. Might have got him enough points to be good here at Road America. I don't have to worry about anything, but he's not had the greatest of nights either. And then number 14, is Jason. Whoa, a little bit of aggressive move. Does give the spot back, though. Maybe a little mistake there, a little courteous give back, if you will. But all these drivers trying to make their way around these cars. It is very tough to pass on road courses.
As I don't know if you've mentioned, but we have a new race leader. That would be the 7 of Chasing You.
Yep. We've been paying attention to this mid-pack battle here. It's been very impressive in this playoff run. Chasing You, a non-playoff driver, looking for his first win of this season. In that number 7 car, as we mentioned, you've seen Chasing You in a lot of different cars this season. If you've been a viewer with us all season, started out in the 5 full-time for the Here to Win esports team owned by Mike Bross. And then couldn't make enough races, decided to fall back to part-time, drove the number 22 car part-time, and then got picked up by Coach Matt when he was able to go full-time again in that number 7 car. So one of his first races back full-time, Chasing You, looking to make a statement with 5 of KD, already locked into the playoffs behind him with his win at Charlotte last week, but wants to go back-to-back and get as many playoff points as he can.
You see the 54 right there, ranked 3rd, and boy, he's in the catbird seat. He can basically, if these 2 wreck, that means he will have a chance to get up there and just lead some laps.
Yeah, this Diesel Esports team has been very impressive tonight. The number 54 of Koala, 19 of Brennan. These two have been very impressive. As we said, Koala he came into the playoffs 12th, seeded 12th. The final seed, barely made it on points in the final battle, and doing so, he seeded 12th, but a very impressive run at Charlotte last week. And right now, very impressive run running P3. He is in a great position to make his way into the round of 8. And his teammate Brennan, not a great night last week at Charlotte. Did not have the best of his nights by any means. Caught up in a late race incident. He was sitting 9th coming in, but with the night he's had, very impressive night by himself. He is looking fantastic to make his way into the round of 8. So right now we have 4, obviously in this race, 4 drivers will be going home from the playoffs. NASCAR Extreme in 68 automatically being eliminated was sitting 12th coming into tonight. Did not race, unfortunately, and so he's automatically out. And the 3 drivers that were below the cup before this was El Griggs, Kilt Like Jason, and Brennan. That is the 21, the 99, and the 19. With Brennan's impressive run tonight, he's looking, if he can stay there, he will make it into the round of 8. But with how El Griggs and Jason have been running, we're going to go back to these drivers. Jason right now sitting behind MJO. With this, Jason, one of the top regular season drivers, might not make the playoffs. And after that, El Griggs, a big underdog this season. El Griggs right now with his teammate right behind that is Jocko right there. Not looking the best for him either. So two drivers we keep an eye on for points wise: El Griggs and Jason. Who Griggs did not get any stage points. I believe I guess points stage 1, no points stage 2. Right now you see up there that is Jason up there going into the uphill, uphill left-hander. So both these drivers looking to get every point they can. Jocko as well. Jocko with that strategy call stayed out, but he is falling like a rock. As Jason, 92 overshoots corner, so it's a 21. So both these guys, playoff drivers, will lose a spot to the 11. And they're going to need every help they can get. Jocko not looking that great right now, as he was only 6 points above the cutoff. So the 92 of Jocko also in jeopardy of being eliminated.
I'm looking at this front two right here. The KD is just hunting down the 7 of chasing you. He is just hoping to go for that back-to-back. He is like, I want to go back-to-back, man. I need it. But as you mentioned, he is locked in last week at Charlotte. But hopefully, pit stops will play in the curve. And hopefully, if a caution comes out, he will have that strategy. Absolutely perfect.
These two battling hard, and these guys from the fastest you could see in this Collective National has been very quick all season long. And these two put on a great show here tonight. One thing I want to note, on the onboard of BBS Brandon, the 19 car, going back to him, right now on his right front is around 16% of left front tire, 16% of left front tire. So this 19 car is hurting on rubber, and with 3 laps of fuel left, almost about to be 2 laps of fuel left, he'll have to pit very soon, and that could be very close cutting it on if he can go technically a full run and make it. So 19 of Brennan is looking to be in trouble when it comes to tire, where if he does not pit this time, there's a great chance he will blow a tire. And he will, if he pits now, he might not be able to make it another stint.
Yeah, those, like I said, tires are big key on road courses, same with fuel. But as you mentioned, if he's got to probably pit now, and I believe he's probably, I think he's risk.
Let the 39 go. Yep, here he comes.
And yep, he will come onto pit road. Smart move by the 19 of Brendan to get onto pit road.
Safe edge for the 19 there. Did not want to speed. Knows he has a great position if he can make it, and this is where it's trouble for Brendan. Unfortunately for this 19 car, he went, I believe, 6 laps on tires there. I could be wrong. I believe it was 6 or 7 laps. 7 laps on tires there, and had to pit. If he would have went another lap, he would have blown a left front tire. He just pit with 7 laps to go. So that number 19 car will be cutting it close on tires if he can make it around. If we go caution free and he's able to make it around, he will be in the playoffs. But if he cannot and blows that left front tire, we can see some major playoff implications for the number 19 team.
As you see, we have a bunch of guys in pit road. As you see, the 44 of Runner, the 92 of Jock. You see green flag pit stops are occurring. This will be the final stop unless we get a caution. But yes, green flag pit stops. As you mentioned, yes, Brendan, if he had made this one happen, it would have been a bad thing, as he is off of pit road.
Yep, cars at pit road, 92 of Jocko, 44 of Running Roads, and 90 of MJO brought his machine down pit road. And these two back up front, putting on a clinic on everybody else. So KD securing his spot. He's already locked in, but just making the field know that, hey, if I was in a playoff battle, I'd still be fine. Chasing you, non-playoff driver, letting everybody know that he was good enough to make the playoffs. And these two put on a clinic on everybody else. And we go back to third place. That's Koala. He's a little bit further back than everybody else. But Koala is still having a very impressive run tonight with that 54 team. And we've got to mention Koala. Mention him all season long with his story. Started the season as a broadcaster. If you guys remember back at Auto Club, the first race of the National Series season, he was my co-caster and got signed up for a ride with that 54 team and Diesel Esports team. And doing so, hopped in the ride and made the playoffs as he is pitting. Cyber Cowbonic in the 39. He brings it down pit road as well as we try to cycle through more drivers. Chasing you and KD, they both pit, and looks like the only driver to we have one car In the grass, I'm trying to get might have been
21, I believe.
21 L
21.
Griggs. Playoff driver not looking too solid for him tonight. But 6'6" Birdster brings it down pit road. 11 at Big D pits. About to pit 39 Subcabonic. As we said before, he pits and loves everybody. So with that Stuckles at your leader. He's trying to stretch it longer than anybody else. The 4 of Robbie Racing, one of the best strategists in the National Series. He right now points wise, it's very good, very solid for the playoffs. Contact?
Yeah, on pit road, the 99 was coming into his stall and almost costed the 7 some time there, but 7 is off of pit road, and so is the 5. So, but it's really, like you said, the front 2 of Chasing You and Katie have been putting on a show and on a clinic. I wouldn't be surprised if if he catches him in the last 5 laps. I wouldn't be surprised.
Not at all, as we just saw Robbie Racing leading. Easy-E did let him go there. Easy-E now a lap down in that 51 machine, having the best race for himself tonight. But came up just short for the playoffs, Easy-E did. But with that, Robbie Racing, still your leader, trying to stretch his fuel out as long as possible. Maybe hope for a caution. Maybe a 2-tire strategy. We'll see what the 4 does here. Actually, never mind. 2-tire strategy is actually not even possible here because of how bad the tires were. But Robbie Racing still trying to stretch it out as long as possible and get some camera time here as that Skull Tight number 4 car is leading.
I believe I'm taking a look at Caleb. He is actually I believe he and Robbie are gonna have to pit because these guys. There you go. Robbie's now on pit road. I don't think it lasted. So that will give the lead to. I believe it would give the lead to the 7.
Look here, 7 car of Chasing You. That black car behind him, that is the 5 of KD. So Chasing You has put a gap on the 5. So Chasing You looking to be the favorite tonight. So far, trying to see if anybody else bring their machines down pit road. 21 L Griggs. He does finally pit in that number 21 machine, trying to stretch his vehicle as possible. 1 car in the grass, 92 of Jocko, as we run forward runner roads there. He gathers it back up, trying to select through the field so everybody else stayed out, I believe. And
13 is on pit road as well.
Yep, 13 did just pit as Caleb Hunt trying to pull stream strategy as Robbie. But right now, as Robbie's still in pit road, lead goes to the 7 of Chasing You with a mere. We're going to double check the lap count here. And with just 6 laps to go here in the Badger State 90, it's all Chasing You with KD about a second behind as he's doing his best to catch him.
He certainly is. And, they're hoping not to see a caution because they don't want to have a restart because I don't think anyone wants that restart because it is death going into turn number 1 as that gap is slowly getting there, but not exactly quite, just slightly. As you see, he is almost there. He needs that speed. He needs to get there and just get around him.
Look at that battle here in a second, but the battle for 3rd is a very good one. Koala up there, he's 3rd, but really battle for 4th. That's Brennan right now in the P4, right now, position 4, pit earlier than anybody else due to his tires. He's hoping and praying that he can make the rest of this race on that left front tire. But if I were Brennan, I would even back it up a few tenths, maybe a few tenths a lap, just to make sure I can make, because he's had a very impressive stage points, very impressive first 2 stages. So he can afford to lose a few 1, 2, 3 spots on track, saving this tire. So it looks like he does. 39 Cybercarbonic does get around him. And next car looking to get around him is the 4 of Robbie. And I mentioned he can lose a few tenths a lap. I don't believe there is anybody even near the 4 car of Robbie. So if I'm Brennan, I'm letting off. I'm doing the best I can to try to conserve that left front tire, be as easy as I can on braking, and be as easy as I can getting back into the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not looking good for that number 19 of Brennan. He's got an update on his tire status. So when he came out of the pits, he had 8 laps of gas. He is just about to hit 5 laps of gas, so he's done 3 laps, and that left front tire is already at 54%. So for Brennan, max he can go with 6 laps. So for Brennan, he might be He just might be 2 laps short tire-wise. So this 19 team, a left front tire could potentially cost him a run at the championship, advancing to the round of 8. So we're gonna be on this situation, the battle with the 19 here. Let's see if he can make it as he does let the 4 go to try to conserve that left front. Now back to 6th goes Brennan.
Boy, it sucks that he was actually doing so well, but you know, like you mentioned, he is trying to conserve that tire and just not run it full throttle. It sucks. But hey, you know, you have to conserve those tires at some point.
Well, you mentioned, got to conserve his tires. He has lost to Robbie, position to Robbie, and he's falling even further back off the 4. So, but like I said, he has to save a lot of tire. When I mean a lot of tire, he needs to save a good solid, I'd say 6% of tire per lap. And so that's a lot. I think you know as well as I do. That's a lot of tire he has to save. So this will be kind of close. That Diesel Esports team, Koala and Brennan, those two guys for that team in the playoffs, those guys have done a fantastic job today in all this season, keeping it clean. Koala might be advancing. Brennan might not be. We'll be reporting on that battle more as this race finishes out, as we are now coming to what I believe is 4 laps to go and is still chasing you. But that gap's closed. I have 1 car on the inside wall. 51 of Easy E now getting lapped. Rough day for the 51 team today.
And up the hill goes the 7. Chasing you, coming to 3 laps to go.
Oh, 2 cars. 2 cars around it. Oh, that's a big lick. 92, 44, 21.
Is it still green? They are still green.
Yep, still green. 92, 44, 21. 2 left-handers there of Jocko 92, Gregson the 21. Not exactly sure what happened there. But a 3-car incident there, no yellows. These yellows do not come easy here at road courses on NASCAR Heat. But we were paying attention to that. The 7 has lost some ground to the 5. KD is coming with now 3 laps to go.
Didn't I say he was going to catch him in the last 5 laps? Didn't I not say that?
Yes, you did, Nick.
Just call me Clint Boyer or Larry Mack. But you can see right now, it's just... He's there. He's just trying. You know what the 7 is praying for? He's praying for no caution. He's like, please, I don't need a caution. I just want to hold this 5 off.
Yeah, he's trying the best he can to hold on to that car and make sure he gets it to 5 of KD. Pushing now almost on the bumper of the 7. These guys putting everything they can into their race cars as... Yes, 4. Oh, 1 car. That is Easy E on the Brennan onboard. Easy E was around again by himself. No caution. All good there. Just solo spin. But these 2 drivers put on a heck of a show tonight. Do the best they can to push their cars to the limits, but just keep it clean. As remember, earlier in the race, he did get the position back. 7 clipped the 5 there. Spun him around, and Chasing You gave the position back knowing he made a mistake. So these guys, hopefully all is good. All's well with these 2, and they can put on a clean finish. But we'll see what happens. Anything could happen when it's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yep, coming to 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go, excuse me. Coming to 3 to go. These 2 is still battling a tinsel. We'll go back to that. Second, 89 Sniper. Extra Sniper. He does bring his machine down pit road. Easy E around again here.
Oh, yeah. He's stopped right there, and he is waiting for the traffic, and he's got 1 more right there. And look out.
Ooh, runner rotated slow a little bit there.
And it looks like he's stalled on the racetrack. I don't think he's moving. Still, there he goes. And he's getting the car refired as hopefully the leaders won't be able to catch him. Won't get to him because we don't want to have a, what should we say, Kevin LePage in it. So,
right. As we look up here, battle for 3rd, Cyber K-Bonic. Very impressive playoff run. It reminded me of a nearly Tony Stewart 2011. Ran very good in the regular season, but even better in the playoffs and when it mattered. So Chasing You did, or not, excuse me, Cyber K-Bonic did get around the 54 of Koala. So I'm talking about Chasing You so much tonight. Keep thinking it's him. Cyber K-Bonic is now up to 3rd. Koala back to 4th. And that's 5th place, Robbie Racing, all over the bumper, the 54, and that's the battle on track right now.
Yeah, and there you see Easy out, and looks like the 51 has stopped on the racetrack, and I can't be sure if he's out of gas or if he's just waiting on the leaders. I don't even know, but yeah, as you mentioned, third place is at 39. What he is in the catbird seat, as if those two wreck, and that might give him a chance, but they are far back. Well, they are far ahead, so, but yeah, I believe Katie is catching him.
51 does have problems, as you mentioned there. Stopped on track, he will go several laps down. Right now, like I mentioned, battle for fourth is the best battle on track besides the lead. 54 of Koala in fourth. Robbie racing in fifth. It's Robbie looking to the inside here of Koala. Gets a quarter panel on there. Has half a car on the outside of 54. Tries to get the run. Uses the rumble strips very nicely there, Robbie. And they go side by side into the final corner. Robbie with the preferred line. Robbie gets it. Move the 4 to fourth. Koala still a very impressive run going and looking he'll make the playoffs. He is now back to fifth. And it appears as well the 19 just got passed again. He's trying to conserve that tire so much. The 19 of Brennan, excuse me. Sorry, I was trying to check the running order. That is Killed Like Jason, who has moved into the 6th position. So Jason needing a fantastic run tonight to make his playoffs. He is now to 6th, so that finish order for him. He's needing it, but I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical on the 19. He has 20% left front right now. He'll need to have 10%, I'd say 11% of left front when he takes the white flag. So already not looking good for the 19 of Brennan, but it is looking great for drivers like Jason, drivers like Birdster, guys like that who are needing it. Maybe a little bit of an incident as Birdster. I believe he is back in the 9th position. So Birdster needing even a mistake here from the 19, maybe a blown tire even, for him to be able to make it in the playoffs, which would be a big surprise if Birdster can't make it tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned as Koala has fallen. Now Robbie, I think. Well, here's the thing. Oh, I'm sorry. The 54 of Koala is now back to 4th, and that puts Robbie back to 5th. As those three, the 39 of Cyber and Cyber and Robbie and Koala and them, they are all split up. And because I believe these guys are in a 3-car blanket, but who knows? We'll see what happens. I believe we're coming to the white flag.
Yeah, we are coming to 1 to go here as we go back to our top 2. And Katie doing the best he can. 1 to go, brought to you by Speedway Collective. Can Katie get around the 7? Will Chasing You get his first career VRL win? We'll see if he can do it. Chasing You gets a great run off that first corner and keeps it even with the 5.
As you mentioned, it's give or take now. It's do or die.
Yep, and Brennan will update on the 19 car. We watch this battle. White flag. Brennan has 10% of left front tire when he came off the final corner, so he was able to only burn 10% of left front on that 2 to go lap. If he can maybe drive a little more conservative, he should be fine. But this battle for the leads is not done yet. Katie doing the best he can to sweep the road courses, or sweep the road courses he's been a part in. Excuse me. He won the Charlotte Oval, the second road course went to. He did not participate at Watkins Glen, so he will be. If he can win this, he'll go 2 for 2 on his road course he's racing. But if not, it'll go to Chasing You. Chasing You maybe overshoots the corner. Katie gets the better run. Chasing You, great line into the carousel. Katie does have a much lower line to be able to gas it back up a lot sooner. He gets the run. His gap stays even, however.
Can he get there? He's there. He's closing there.
Yep, he gained on him there. Katie looking to try to get as much as he can in this late braking zone. He brakes very late, gains a lot of time. Perfect braking point by Katie. He's on the bumper. He gets bumper. 7 gets loose there, side by side. He bumps him. Chasing You goes way wide into the grass, and that contact there will end it for Chasing You. He's not going to give up, though, and he overshoots it.
Missed it on his last chance, and off the final corner, checkered flag waving.
Yep. Katie
Go
Katie
ahead.
gets it done here. The Badger State 90. Very impressive race there. He had to use a little bit of a door to get it done, but Rubbin's racing, as many say, and he will win. Chasing you second. We go back to this battle, though. Cyber K-Bonic gets up there. He's third, but this battle for fourth. They're still not done. Bumper to bumper for this. P4 belongs to the 54 of Koala. Fifth goes to Robbie Racing. And we're going to go back to the 19 of Brennan. Where's Brennan at?
Brennan is he's coming up now. He's coming to the start finish line as we speak.
Brennan did get passed for 8th, or for 7th, excuse me. But the 19 of Brennan will come home 8th, and we'll try to get the points for you guys later tonight. But he will finish 8th, and in hopes of saving his playoff run. We'll get the rest of the finish going here, guys, here soon. So we got that. Robbie Racing 5th. Kill Like Jason finished 6th. Big D finished 7th. Brennan, as we said, 8th. Bertster 9th. L. Griggs 10th. So of those playoff guys, Katie was 1st. Cyber was 3rd. Koala 4th. Robbie 5th. Those guys should be locked into the round of 8 points-wise. Kill Like Jason. We're going to need to Kill Like Jason. Brennan, Bertster, Griggs. Those guys were 6th, 8th, 9th, 10th. We're going to need to see the points for those guys. Those guys are questionable if they made it. Rest of the running order, we have the 44 of Runner Roads. He finished 11th. Number 90 of MJO finishes 12th. They're still going through still finishing the race here. MJO finishes 12th. Jocko 13th. Joker Smoker 14th. Pierce Caleb Hunt will finish 15th. And he was the last car in the lead lap, P15. So Caleb Hunt as well had a very good Charlotte. It was sitting 6th coming in. He is very questionable. In the rest of the field, 1 lap down, Expert Sniper in 16th. And Easy E, a few laps down, finishes 17th. So with that, we will hear from the top 3 drivers for post-race interviews. So we'll be hearing from Chasing You. We'll hear from KD. And we will hear from Cyber. Go and disconnect from the race. Try to get these top 3 in here real quick. We'll take a quick break and we'll get on to interviews. The Valor Racing League on YouTube. You just watched the Badger State 90 at Road America. Alright, we are back here on the Valor Racing on YouTube. Once again, before we start these interviews, always gotta thank our partners and sponsors here at the Valor Racing League. Of course, our sponsors, SPWay Collective, and our guys at... Whoever just joined, I need you to mute, please. Thank you. Okay, gotta reset, sorry. Someone just came in the party and blared music, or blared whatever. Think about our sponsors and partners. First, our sponsors at Speedway Collective for sponsoring our national series. Always got to thank them. Make sure to check them out on Twitter at SC Fantasy Racing for all of your fantasy NASCAR needs. As well, everybody at Double G Construction and Roofing. Make sure to go check them out. We posted an ad on our Twitter a few days ago. Make sure to go check that out and you call the numbers there for any construction and roofing needs. As well as our partners and Pocono Raceway for partnering up and the affiliation with our Cup Series. So for any Pocono Raceway needs, you know where to find them on Twitter at Pocono Raceway. And first for interviews tonight, we start off with our third place finisher, Cyber. First off, top three. Make sure all of your priority audios are set to allow so everybody watching can hear you. And we're going to start off with Cyber.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, Cyber, once again, very consistent run. Ran 4th, 5th for majority of the race, but late race passing the 54 moved you into P3, into a top 3 spot in a great position, which advances you into the round of 8. How do you feel?
I feel really elated, proud of myself. I worked my butt off on this track all week. I put so many laps down, just hitting my braking points and marks around here, which really paid off when it came to the real race, because I got faster with this track, because I really knew the braking points everywhere on the track. All in all, great race. I mean, first stage, it was just a scrummish. I mean, obviously, because some guys probably didn't run practice around here, and some I knew coming in did run a lot of practice around here. They definitely showed. Stage 2, definitely got really messy at one point. I was like, oh, don't tell me we're going to get another one of these. But just kept my P's and Q's, let guys who were faster by me, just mind my own business around here, because I'm not really a road course really, but today I proved it. Stage 3, just keep hitting the marks like I usually do. Pit strategy came into a real factor when some guys pitted a lap early and some guys pitted a lap later to really showed who was going to be moving through the field, which I saw within a few guys. And I was settling in 5th, which I was going to take until the 54 and 4 got into each other. I'm like, okay, I'll take 3rd, I guess, and just settled away for 3rd. Strong run by DMS and I'm looking forward to the round of 8.
For sure, man, you mentioned that. You started 8th tonight and finished 3rd, so with that jump and as well as your great round of 12, the round of 8's Talladega and Phoenix. How do you think you'll do?
Talladega is going to be one that's going to just really, it's really going to be on track position in that race and where you are within that race, because to be competitive on Talladega and Daytona, you just got to like figure your moves out really at handy for those tracks, because if you want to have a shot at the win, you just got to figure out which move is going to help you get up to the front and which move do you think is not going to really get you up to the front. So Dega's going to be definitely interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Sure, man. Will Cyber, thank you for your time and great run today. A P3 finish from number 39 keeps on building momentum from the regular season into the playoffs. Thank you, Cyber, for your time and congrats on your 3rd place finish.
Thank you for having me.
Next up, can't wait to hear this. Chasing you, very impressive run tonight. Qualified 3rd, swept the stages, and comes home 2nd tonight after a, I guess say, second to last corner bump from KD. Chasing you, oh so close. How do you feel about that race?
Yeah, very frustrated, that's for sure. Stage 1 was pretty wild. I saw the 99 mess up, I think, what was it, turn 3? Hit the inside wall, and I thought, oh, that was kind of interesting. And then I proceeded to do the exact same thing a couple laps later. But me and Brennan had a very nice, clean, respectful battle to the end of that stage, and that's a guy that's on the playoff bubble, I think, to go to the next round. So that was nice of him. And then stage 2, I guess, I don't know, I kind of got lucky. The guys behind me were battling. I was just kind of coasting, and then that caution came out, got the stage, and then we had stage 3. Stage 3 was pretty interesting. I destroyed KD on a, I think, second to last corner before that.
The heavy braking zone. Yep.
Yeah, I thought he broke a little bit early because he kind of messed up a little bit before that, and I was right on his bumper, and I don't know, maybe I just overdrove it, but I wrecked him. And then a couple corners later, I noticed that he was in second, so I slowed down so we could battle it out. And I passed him cleanly, made a good clean pit stop, and I wasn't really paying attention to how far back he was, but I could kind of hear in my headphones he was catching me, and I saw that little black dot get closer and closer, and then the last lap he was pretty close, and I kind of messed up that same exact braking zone that I destroyed him on earlier. And he got around to my inside and then just drove into my door and didn't give me a shot to battle him come to the line. But yeah, I wouldn't have expected to be any good at this track anyway. I don't really like road courses, so good win, KD. Looking forward to the next race.
You mentioned that I was so close to that first win, and we mentioned that you said when you got into him, we saw it on stream, we saw you get the position back, which is a big courtesy thing. That goes to the league, no matter what series it is, so that was a great part on you. But oh so close to your first win. You've been very fast all season. How bad did you want this win? I can already assume your answer, but
I wanted it maybe a little bit too bad because I was trying a little bit too hard in that last braking zone, and I feel like if I wouldn't have messed up, he wouldn't have been alongside of me, and he would have really had to run me off the track to win, but he probably would have done that anyway, so on to next week.
Maybe some tension in the next week. Round of 8 goes to Talladega, so we'll hopefully see what happens there. But Jason, thank you for your time in the booth. Congrats on your second place finish. We'll hopefully see you in victory lane in the coming weeks.
Yep. Thanks.
Tensions, Nick. Something that's always exciting to see during the playoffs.
Yeah, Talladega should be fun to see how that plays with all the playoffs.
Lastly, we go to our race winner, pole setter. Overall, very fast tonight and swept the round of 12, KD, and sweeps the road courses to add. He sweeps the road courses he raced in. Did not run Watkins Glen, which was won by the 8 of McLovin, who drove with us for the first half of the National Series season. But in the road courses he's ran, he's undefeated. KD, walk us through your race.
Stage 1, I think I had the lead for the first couple laps and got shuffled after I think I made a mistake somewhere. I don't remember where it was exactly, but I got back to like 4th or 3rd or something. But yeah, but stage 2, I think Chase won. I think I was 2nd. I think there was a caution. So yeah, and then stage 3, right up until the pit stop, I was probably about like 3 seconds back at the 7th. Made the pit stop, was like 2 seconds back. Caught him once, then lost a bunch of ground, and then caught back up to him just with my head down last couple laps. Drove that thing, got back up to him, and then out of that, the corner, I think it's Canada corner, whatever it's called, I don't know. Where he hit me earlier, and then he let me by again on the front stretch. He had a bad corner. Coming off the corner, he left the left side open. I took it. We were side by side going into second to last corner. He was on the outside. I tried to give him as much room as possible. I love racing against him. He's a fast driver. He's clean. And looking back at it on my end, I saw the video clip. It was just a small little touch, but I know on his screen it probably killed him. Just the netcode issues with the game, but nothing really to do about that. I feel really bad that it killed him like that. Try to give him as much room as possible. I feel really bad, especially because he let me by earlier, but I think for the most part it was just a racing incident. It's two guys going for the win. Two guys really had nothing to lose since he's part-time and I'm already locked in the next round, so I'm sad it didn't come down to the final corner, the final straightaway, but I mean, it's just a racing deal, I think.
That happens. You mentioned the netcode. The netcoding is I think everybody knows who runs NASCAR, who knows anything about racing NASCAR road courses, especially, or mainly road courses, excuse me. Everybody knows that the bubble glitch is what's known to on the game is a problem. You bumper somebody, and you don't hit them on your screen, or if you do, it's very minimal. And next thing you know, that car in front of you is head first into the tire barriers. And it's just something that happens. Something everybody has to get along with the game, but there's not really anybody's fault. So I understand where you're coming from. There's both two sides of the story. But yeah, should be exciting next week. Once again, swept the round of 12. Showed your your dominance. You got Talladega and Phoenix. Talladega's a wild card. Anybody could win that, but Phoenix, how do you think you'll do there?
I think I'll do pretty good. I like that track. Just gotta have to get some consistent lap times going there. It's pretty good rhythm track. Just gotta know what lane you want to run every lap, especially turn 1 and 2. So just gotta get that down. I think we'll be good.
For sure, man. Well, congrats on your win. You've done a fantastic job during the second half of the season. You really turned it up, and that sparked time too. So hopefully see what you can do next week on to the round of 8.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, that was KD, driver number 5 for the Here to Win Esports team. Going back to victory lane once again. And Nick, it was a fantastic race, fantastic finish, battles all around, even with a lot of strategy play. What was your overall opinion on tonight's event?
I thought it was one of the best road course races I've actually ever seen, ever. That's the best road course racing I've ever seen. That is way better racing than whenever I'm racing a road course in a league where everyone's crashing and being stupid. But, overall, that was the most. Everyone was using their heads, using strategy, not being too stupid, but everyone was being just not. They were just being perfectly fine. And that was a great experience in my first time in the booth. I gotta say that's 10 out of 10 on that is absolutely perfect.
Well, thank you, and hopefully you guys enjoyed Nick. Nick is new to the Valor Racing League broadcast team, so always thank you, Nick, for joining with us tonight, and we should hear from you tomorrow night as well for the Pocono Raceway Cup Series.
I'll be there.
Once again, overall, pretty good race. Stage 1 and 2 were a little hectic. Stage 1, they both ended under yellow. Stage 1 ended on the last lap, and Stage 2 ended, I guess you could say, on the first lap. Lap 1 of 4, we had a caution, which ended Stage 2, so those were very hectic. Once everybody got spread out in Stage 3, it was a very clean race, and we were able to see strategy come into play and battles over the place. So be sure to look out for our Twitter at @team_VRL. Most likely tomorrow or even Wednesday for those National Series points. So we'll keep updating you guys as that battle's hectic, because the guys who are on that bubble, guys with the names of 99, Kill Like Jason, 66 of Birdster, the 19 of Brennan, those 3 guys, all amazingly fast guys who have been very good all season, might not make it onto the round of 8. So we'll hopefully see what goes on there. But with that, we'll catch you guys tomorrow night on the Valor Racing League for the Pocono Raceway Cup Series race at Las Vegas. Second time we go to Las Vegas in the season. That's the final race of the round of 12 for our Pocono Raceway Cup Series. Can't wait to get that going. But for the Speedway Collective National Series side of things, next Monday we'll be at Talladega for the first race of the round of 8, and we'll once again have points for those for all you guys on our Twitter and everything that goes with that. This has been Slade and Nick in the booth. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and have a great night.